I come to you with a fast resume. I have been in this business for 52 years, starting out with manufacturing of interiors and restaurants. And from that formed a Hotel Development Consultants and a Hotel Development Corporation. Was fortunate enough to be partners with the Pritzker family in creating the Hyatt Minneapolis and Apparel Mart. That's a 600-room, 1,200,000 square foot edifice, and with that, another 22 hotels during 35 years after that. The last hotel that we had the privilege of opening was the St. Regis in Buckhead, Atlanta, which I must say to you is 5-star in anybody's book. We are preparing to do something very unique, and that is, instead of a real estate proposal and project, this is a business. Hotels are a business, and anybody who doesn't know that gets in a lot of trouble afterwards. We have to measure the amount of money we can charge for a room as opposed to what the average in the city is. Well, it's known to everybody here that if we were to open this hotel under normal circumstances and normal building costs, this hotel would have to charge at least $225 a night. Now, there's not anyone in this room, without my even asking, that's silly. Birmingham just won't pay that. But because of several very unique situations, we can make money on this hotel. We, the owners, BJCC, can make more money on this hotel at $129 average rate, at 61% occupancy for 300 rooms. We can show a profit of almost $2 million first year. That's very unique in the hotel industry. Usually we figure a loss in the first year, a break even on the second year, and maybe we'll make some money on the third year. But the factors involved have a time element. And that is, one of the big factors is that we can utilize Starwood Hotel Management, where Mark Noyes would be general manager, the existing higher staff would all be for both hotels. And this is called complexing. Doing that not only saves the Westin more than $500,000 in expenses a year, but also the existing Sheraton will be less expensive because we'll be dividing salaries, staff. Another item, I mean, just to take it off, to give you an idea, the existing Sheraton has a rather large laundry. We don't have to duplicate that. That's a savings of $500,000 in capital expenses right there. So the complexing is one reason that this works. The second reason is that we are involved, as we all know, in a very, very tough economic environment. This is the whole country. And certainly the construction industry has been affected by it, probably as much or more than any other industry. As a result, we fully expect to get very significantly low bids on subcontractors to make this much less than it would be. As a matter of fact, if the economic conditions go up, then I would, excuse me, I would tell you right now that this hotel could cost at least $7 million more. and that's just air. You get no better quality for that. With that, a very important time element exists. There is a desire to get the bonds sold prior to December 31 because there is a government subsidy that's called Build America, whereby the federal government will pay 35% of the interest on the bonds so long as they are sold before December 31 of this year. On January 1 of next year, it is completely gone. To give you an idea of what that means, actually we computed it last night on a compound interest. It would be a savings over the 30 years of $52 million. In other words, you could build another one of these for nothing. To give you an idea of also of the monies that would be collected in taxes and sales tax and lodging tax, we're talking about just first year numbers of $1,200,000 in sales tax and lodging. That's taxes on a situation that doesn't exist today. It's all plus. In addition, we are more than willing and wanting to guarantee that the hotel will not go over budget, will be built in a quality, and will be open by March of 2012. And the total cost we are willing to guarantee is $50 million.
First of all, the hotel and the entertainment district is needed. Everybody understands that and agrees with that. I've seen the report on what's the name of your company?
National Ventures Group.
National Ventures Group, and you've told me that 1,000 times, and I keep asking what it is. I've seen the investigation on Mr. Schwartz. I believe he can do what he says he can do. Haven't seen $13 million on the table, but he says he can put that together. My question, and what I have the city's financial advisors looking at, is what is the most economical way, since the city is being asked to basically guarantee this with the extension of the two taxes to issue the bonds on it. What is the best way, the most economical way for us to do that? I'm still looking at some issues, and I talked with most of you on yesterday, and some of you raised the issue about revenue streams coming from the BJCC and revenue streams coming from the city of Birmingham. And it's my understanding that those revenue streams, one is for operational, the other one is for debt service on the bonds that would be issued. In looking and doing research as to how the SEC and the Sheraton were developed, and I think it goes back to 1990, 1999, and 2000. There was a mechanism that was put in place, the Downtown Development Authority, that were the issuer of the bonds that was guaranteed by the city. I think it was either $2.5 million or $3.5 million. That was put in place, and the operation, maintenance, and everything else of those facilities were left through intergovernmental agreement between the BJCC, the city, to move forward on it. And I've got my financial advisors looking at it to see if that's the structure that we want to use, the same structure that we've used in the past, or if it would be better for us to do something different.